Good morning. Good morning. This is Charles Coachman, and we are walking our way through the Bible, reading our way through Proverbs, and working our way into the New Testament, book of Luke. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you've all had a great Saturday. Looking forward to today and whatever today has out there for us. Let's go ahead and get this started. And let's see, what is today? It is Sunday, January 17th. Sunday, January 17th. We are 17 days into the new year. How can it be? Let's see what we've got. A couple of shout outs. Well, this first one is a girl that I went to high school with, and then we also attended Diablo Valley College together, and Carla Dow, was just a terrific lady. I've seen her every once in a while when I've went up to Antioch, or when I've stopped in at Pittsburgh and went to the Mecca. I've seen her there a couple times. We kind of have the same taste in food. And Carla, wishing you a wonderful birthday. A wonderful, wonderful birthday. I guess my last memory of Carla in school was we were both in a biology class at Diablo Valley College. And I took one look at what this instructor was asking us to do, and I said, I think I've had enough. I think that might have been the end for me and biology. But Carla was always a pretty smart lady, and just nice as anyone could be. And then the last fella, or the other person, is Jim West. And I met Jim many, many years ago. Jim has a wonderful heart for the Lord, a fun and strange sense of humor. But I'll tell you what, Jim is also my insurance man. He's been my insurance man for our home and car insurance for many years with Safeco. But Jim's lasting experience was with me is at men's retreat. And the first men's retreat that I went to, probably in about 1995 or 1996. And we sat down and had probably one of the most powerful conversations of my life that helped me correct my life and understand more about what true Christianity meant and what changing their life meant. And my pastor, John, whose birthday it was earlier this week, and then Jim, they both played an extraordinary part in my life. And I am forever grateful to them both. So Jim, happy birthday to you. And if it is your birthday out there, we must not be friends on Facebook, or you're just shy about sharing your birthday out. So happy birthday to you too. And then to you both here, enjoy your day. God bless. And just go out and have a great time. And I know that Rita will have something planned for Jim, because he's a party guy. Well, actually, Jim would be the unparty guy. And that would be part of my party. Anyway, hope everyone has a wonderful day. Now, let's go ahead and get down to what we are here for, and that is for the reading of Proverbs, and we will be into Proverbs 17. But I also want to make sure that everyone is aware that we are using StreamYard, StreamYard.com. And if you would like to put your likeness out there when you make a comment, it is www.streamyard.com/Facebook, and leave your message there. Give them permission to go ahead and use your likeness, your photo. All right. All right, here we go. Contrast the upright and the wicked. Same course that we've been on there for a little bit. Better is a dry morsel and quietness with it than a house full of feasting with strife. A servant who acts wisely will rule over a son who acts shamefully, and will share in the inheritance among the brothers. The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests the hearts. An evildoer listens to wicked lips. A liar pays attention to a destructive tongue. He who mocks the poor taunts his maker. He who rejoices at calamity will not go unpunished. Grandchildren are the crown of old men, and the glory of sons is their fathers. Excellent speech is not fitting for a fool, much less are lying lips to a prince. A bribe is a charm in the sight of its owner. Whenever he turns, he prospers. Wherever he turns, he prospers. He who conceals a transgression seeks love, but he who repeats a matter separates intimate friends. A rebuke goes deeper into one who has understanding than 100 blows into a fool. A rebellious man seeks only evil, so a cruel messenger will be sent against him. Let a man meet a bear robbed of her cubs, rather than a fool in his folly. He who returns evil for good, evil will not depart from his house. The beginning of strife is like letting out water, so abandon the quarrel before it breaks out. He who justifies the wicked and he who condemns the righteous, both of them are alike an abomination to the Lord. Why is there a price in the hand of a fool to buy wisdom when he has no sense? A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. A man lacking in sense pledges and becomes a guarantor in the presence of his neighbor. He who loves transgression loves strife. He who raises his doors seeks destruction. He who has a crooked mind finds no good, and he who is perverted in his language falls into evil. He who sires a fool does so to his sorrow, and the father of a fool has no joy. A joyful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones. A wicked man receives a bribe from his bosom to pervert the way of justice. Wisdom is in the presence of the one who has understanding, but the eyes of a fool are on the end of the earth. A foolish son is grief to his father, and bitterness to her who bore him. It is also not good to fine the righteous, nor to strike the noble for their uprightness. He who restrains his words has knowledge. He who has a cool spirit is a man of understanding. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise. When he closes his lips, he is considered prudent. Do we have friends like that? Do we know people like that? Are we those people? Because I can remember when I was younger and I thought I pretty much knew it all, and I didn't know anything. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise. When he closes his lips, he is considered prudent. We got to know that. building that base, building that foundation, seeking wisdom, seeking knowledge, and seeking understanding, maturing. That's what it's all about, maturing and understanding what we're supposed to do. Hey, good morning, Mark Gassert, the man from the peachiest place in all the world. Good morning, Mark. I'm glad you're here. Gloria, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Always a good day when Gloria is here. I don't think I ever put these up today. So that was chapter 17. Now we're going to scoot on over to Luke 19 to 27. We'll get that going. I hope you both have had just a wonderful weekend so far and ready for Sunday and what all it has for us. So we are going in to Luke 9, 12 to 27. And I am going to take a sip real quick and get this throat. Get a little bit of water on that throat. 5,000 fed. Now the day was ending, and the 12 came and said to him, "Send the crowds away, that they may go into the surrounding villages and countryside and find lodging and get something to eat. For here we are in a desolate place." But he said to them, "You give them something to eat." And they said, "We have no more than 5 loaves and 2 fishes, unless perhaps we go and buy food for all these people." For there were about 5,000 men. And he said to his disciples, "Have them set down to eat in groups of about 50 each." They did so and had them all sit down. Then he took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed them and broke them and kept giving them to the disciples to set before the people. And they all ate and were satisfied, and the broken pieces which they had left over were picked up, 12 baskets full. And it happened that while he was praying alone, the disciples were with him, and he questioned them, saying, "Why, who do the people say that I am?" And they answered and said, "John the Baptist, and others say Elijah, but others that one of the prophets of old has risen again." And he said to them, "But who do you say that I am?" And Peter answered and said, "The Christ of God." But he warned them and instructed them not to tell this to anyone, saying, "The Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed and be raised up on the 3rd day." And he was saying to them all, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake, he is the one who will save it. For what is a man profited if he gains the whole world and loses or forfeits himself? For whoever is ashamed of me and my words, the Son of Man will be ashamed of him, and when he comes in his glory and the glory of the Father and of the holy angels. But I say to you truthfully, there are some of these standing here who will not taste death until they see the kingdom of God. But I say to you truthfully, there are some of those standing here who will not taste death until they see the kingdom of God." Are we willing to give up things for Jesus Christ? Are we willing to give up things to lead the life that he's asked us to? And he was saying to them all, if anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake, he is the one who will save it. He is the one who will save it. I want to turn back and finish this up in Revelation. And this is a passage that I have for many years thought of, and I've told this many times, that there was a picture at my wife's family's farm, and it is Jesus at the front door getting ready to knock. And then this passage is it. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him and will dine with him and he with me. That to me is one of the most powerful passages. One of the most powerful passages in the Bible. Knowing that we have got a Christ. We have got a God who loved the world so much that he gave his own son, but he was not going to be forced upon any of us. He was not going to be forced upon any of us. He would be waiting patiently at the door, knocking at the door of your heart. And if you decided to open your heart and let him in, he would be there to dine with you. He would be there to live his life with you. And I don't think there's any greater feeling. I don't think that there's any passage that says it more. You have a Christ that is waiting for you, and he's waiting. He has an invitation for you, but you have to be willing to open your heart. On that picture of the door, there is not a handle on the outside. It must be opened from the inside, just like our hearts. Nobody can force their way in. And Jesus did not want to force himself in. He was waiting for us to invite him in. And I think we close with that. Let's see. One last message. Weldon, good morning to you. Weldon, I hope you are doing well. Not sure where you're at, or if you're down in Florida, or if you are elsewhere, but wherever you are at, I hope that you are having an awesome day and will continue that throughout the day. So that is our lesson for today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you for being here today. If you would like to share this message out, please do. And just have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.